How's it going, everyone? It is WilsonPlays here, and today I am back with another video, and today we're playing a sim that has never been on the channel before, and that is Automobilista 2. Now, admittedly, I bought this when it first came out, and haven't played it that much. At the time of recording, I've only played 12 and a half hours of Automobilista 2, and it's been out for a couple of years, I want to say. It's been out for a decent amount of time anyway, and considering how much I love the first Automobilista, it's kind of a bit strange that I haven't played much, but I'll get into why when we jump into the race. But speaking of the race, the title of this video sort of suggests what's going on here. I'm going to show you the magic of Automobilista 2. And today we're doing a 30-minute race at Daytona in the Cadillac DPI VR. It's going to be a multi-class race, sort of IMSA style, GTE, DPIs and GT3 cars. And it's going to be a mix of everything. We're going to start in the daytime, go into nighttime. There's going to be rain, and it's going to be fantastic. So if you guys are excited, please hit the like button, and I shall see you in the car. So yeah, let's go. Alright then, here we go. 30 minutes of Daytona in the Cadillac DPI VR multi-class. You can see the GTs behind us. We're right at the back of the DPI field. And it's green flag, let's go. Starts off in first gear for some reason, because all that means is I bang off the limiter as I put my foot down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bit of a screen freeze there, that was a bit strange. Admittedly, this is my second attempt recording this. We go past the car to my right there. We can't really see him in the middle. Oh yeah, you can. Thought he was still alongside us for some reason. But admittedly, second attempt at recording. I had a couple performance issues while recording, which is a little bit strange because when I'm running this game without recording, I'm usually in the 100s for FPS, no matter what I do with it. But I was having drops as low as like 50 in some places, so I thought I'd come back and lower a couple of graphic settings as we're trying to send it down the inside of this guy. Whoa, that was strange again. Having a couple of screen freezes is not ideal, but hopefully it starts to get better as the race goes on. So anyway, AI percentage is 105. I did do a small race the other day using 102, and it was pretty balanced with how fast I can go as this DPI is bullying me from behind. It was quite balanced, but I was just a little bit quicker in certain places, and the AI, spoiler alert, aren't the greatest when it comes to passing lap traffic, so they lose a little bit of time doing that. Of course, to be expected, no sim actually gets that perfectly right. But yeah, as we got a run here, can we get all three of them coming into turn one? The AI are pretty strong into turn one, so maybe not, but I've managed it down the inside. Aggressive stuff, getting through the DPI field there. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, AI difficulty 105, so hopefully they're still quite balanced with me. Hopefully they're not, like, ridiculously hard to beat now. Otherwise that would be a very boring video, me just driving on my own at the back of the field. But yeah, just making the most of the start of the race here in the dry, because I have never driven this sim in the wet, which is it's going to be pretty interesting when that comes around. I've got all my buttons mapped for wipers and changing tyres and whatnot, so hopefully we don't mess up in those two regards. But yeah, it's going to be fairly interesting. But as you can see, even though I've lowered a few graphic settings for the sake of recording and keeping everything nice and smooth, the game is gorgeous. Like, if anyone's ever played or seen footage of Project Cars 2, it'll look fairly familiar, and that's because AMS2 is on the same engine as Project Cars 2. So all the visual magic that was in Project Cars 2, and maybe even a little bit more, I am not 100% sure what IMSA has done to modify this to their own liking. As you can see, the sun is already going down because the race started in the afternoon, similar to the real life 24 Hours of Daytona. But the sun is already going down, so you can see it's getting a little bit orange already. The time progression is on times 30. I think I already mentioned that. If I didn't, then sorry. So you'll see things changing fairly rapidly. And of course, we have some rain towards the middle of the race. This is what I love about AMS2, and it was the same with Project Cars 2, to be fair, I believe, is you can set up these custom scenarios where the race kind of starts in the dry, goes to wet, back to dry, the time progression and all that, and it's just really easy to actually set up. As you can see, the banking now is getting dark. You can see the headlights are actually visible ahead of the car. But yeah, this is just gorgeous. Like, I wish I could run this absolutely maxed out. Like, it would look even better, as the rain is starting to fall already. So where's my wiper? That's on it. I believe it's that one. So let's get the wiper going, because the rain is starting to fall. It's nothing crazy. I've not set like thunderstorms or anything, because realistically the race would be red flagged if it was a thunderstorm and lightning and whatnot. So I thought I'd not go that extreme with the weather. You can see the rain is already starting to fall here at Daytona. But let's talk about why I actually haven't driven this sim as much as I probably should have. I mean, considering I loved AMS1, I was really excited for this game to come out. And the reason for it is, it's just never felt right, you know? Like, oh, that's a... track's getting a little bit greasy now, so I need to be careful. It's just really never felt right. There's always been something really off with AMS2, and that's kind of a common opinion in the sim racing world. Like, some people absolutely adore this title, which if you do, then that's absolutely fine. But some people have had a lot to say about it in terms of the way it feels. Now, Rita, as they always have done, has worked incredibly hard to update this game, update this sim, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it game from now on, because it is a game, guys. Like, you know, don't at me. But they have worked incredibly hard to update the crap out of this game to make it feel better. And recently, it's just felt great. Like, I did a race against my good buddy Martin Vindis. Any frequent viewers, sorry, I'm struggling for grip here. My tyres are freezing cold. The track is now wet. But yeah, I recently did a race around Donington in the GTE cars with Vindis, and although it still doesn't feel as good as other sims, it doesn't feel like the cars are as you would totally expect. I'm going to fall off the circuit here if I'm not careful. The game is a lot of fun to drive. Like, I'm having so much fun with this DPI. Does it feel like how I'd expect a DPI to feel? Not entirely. It's kind of there, but not entirely how I'd expect this car to feel, but it is definitely moving in the right direction. I mean, it's a lot of fun. This is the thing, guys. Like, as long as it's fun, it's fine. I need to... let me adjust. Tyre compound, wet. Yep, no fuel. As I'm getting past here, as I'm focusing on tweaking my stuff. AI probably managing the wet conditions so much better than I am. I'm going to go off here at the bus stop. Holy damn, the grip is gone. The grip is totally gone. The AI look like they're really strong in the wet. I mean, I'm not doing too great, to be fair, but they just look a little bit too strong. But it's fine. People should be pitting this time. Yep, everyone is in, so we're going to follow them in, of course. We need those wet tyres. Oh, duck speed. Okay, limiters on. There's my pit box. Let's get those wet tyres on. If we could even stop for the marks. There we go. Okay, so we're not refueling. We don't need to. We've got enough fuel. Hopefully the AI do that, because I don't want to gain a big advantage just because I'm not refilling the fuel. So I mean, tyres. We're done here. Let's get ready to bomb the car right out of the pit box. My foot's flat. A bit of repairs for some reason. And it does actually look like the AI are taking fuel. So I've kind of vaulted to the top of the pile, which is a little bit of a shame. I was hoping they'd have the same logic of not taking fuel and like starting on correct fuel and stuff, but it looks like they haven't. But they're only a second behind, so the race is still on. I'm not going to dominate now. Here we go, we got the wets on now, so we should have a fair amount of grip, although combination of the sun on my screen and the fact that it's really dark, I could not see where I was there in relation to the apex of the International Horseshoe. So this is going to be a challenge from the outside of real life. And the game itself, yeah, there's so much more grip now that we're on the wets. Okay, can start to push again a little bit, but not too hard, otherwise I'm going to send myself off the circuit, definitely. But yeah, this is truly magical. It really is. Nighttime in the wet. What a challenge. What a experience. And there's not many other games out there that you can sort of do this with, and I'm glad that IMSA has been updating the crap out of this game recently and making it incredibly drivable, let's just say. Like I said, I don't think it's sim completely. I mean, they're not quite there yet, but the updates that they have been bringing just to make the cars like more drivable, more believable is welcome, because I am loving this experience right now. I loved the race I did against Vindis. I loved the short race I did a few days ago around here just to test out the car and the track and whatnot, and I'm loving this right now. This is truly magical. It really is. Attacking turn one there. I do feel like maybe now that I've got the wets on, I have maybe more grip than I should, but the track isn't absolutely soaked, so maybe that's that. I'm just comparing that to real life, when you see rain in the real races with the DPIs and stuff. Of course, being prototypes, they really struggle for mechanical grip in comparison to something like a GT. So I should really be skating around here, but yeah, there's plenty of grip. There really is. I'm not sure how long the rain is going to last, to be honest. I have no idea. I've kind of set it up to where it starts in the dry. There's like, I basically selected 4 weather slots. The first one being dry, the next 2 being rain, and then the last one being dry again. But yeah, what an experience. I mean, it is challenging, don't get me wrong, it really is. Driving in the wet, you don't really know what to expect. Well, I don't anyway. I've never driven AMS2 in the wet, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect every time I enter a corner, but slowly getting a hang of it. And yeah, this is a beautiful experience. The AI 1 second behind. You can see him in the mirrors. You can see 2 of them actually. So we've got a couple of DPIs for close company, and according to the relative, we're around 20 seconds behind the last placed GT3 car. So see how that plays out. We should be able to catch him fairly quickly. There's quite a big pace differential as I run very wide there into turn 1. Bit of oversteer as we get on the wetter line, because no one really runs out there very often unless you're me and you can't drive that corner. But yeah, what an experience, man. What an experience. I know it's a bit of a longer video, but trust me, it's worth it. And it's going to be worth the render and upload times for me, definitely. Just to share this with you guys. I mean, of course, you've probably already seen loads of videos if you're a sim racing fan, a die-hard sim racing fan of other YouTubers doing this. You've probably done it yourself already, but this is incredible. I'm having so much fun as I lose first position there as I run wide. We're now tucked up in the spray. Maybe it's because of the graphic settings, but I can still see him. I'm not completely blind. Here we go, can we get the run? On the inside of the bus stop. This is a wetter line, so I've got to be really careful entering this bus stop chicane. He's trying to hold it, he does hold it. Great racing from the AI there. Not backing out. So he's gapped me a little bit on the exit. Let's tuck up in the slipstream and let's see if we can get him back. We've got a GT car 8 seconds ahead now, so we're going to catch him really quickly. Here we go, we're tucked up right in the slipstream. Can we get below him towards the apron? Down the inside, let's be careful. The track's where I've passed him, but I've locked up. Going deep, turn 1. There he goes. Oh, there's another DPI. Bit of contact there. As we got a McLaren just kind of in the way. I'm going to follow this guy through. Let's not hit him. There's a DPI to my outside. Let's tuck up in the inside of this guy. Let's not hit him. Scrambling for grip out the international horseshoe. We're still side by side, but I'm going to back out of this. There we go. Oh, a bit of understeer there, maybe a bit of aero wash. As we got a DPI again to our outside. Let's give him the space. Let's close the door now, though. There's so much fun, man. There's so much fun. I just don't know where the grip is. I mean, of course, the AI will know exactly where it is, but me, I'm struggling. As we're going to lose second position as well. Let's tuck up in the slipstream. Let's see if we can get back by him. To the inside, maybe. We're a little bit quicker. On the straights, it seems. Can we clear him before the bus stop? Not quite. There we go. Let's clear him. Sit in the middle of the circuit so he can't do anything. Through the bus stop. Tiptoeing around there, slip and slide, it seems. So we got another McLaren, it looks like. GT3 car. Usually you'd pass on the outside as the faster class, but I guess the AI aren't completely refined for this sort of track, I guess. So we got a lovely toe, nice bit of overspeed going into turn 1. We're really shallow though. We've locked up, but we keep it on the road. Taking the lead again. Scrambling for grip. Just about cut him off there. I am struggling to see that apex. It's only that corner. The rest of the track is fine in terms of visibility. It's because of the little bits of sun that I've got coming through the window. Oh my lord. He's got so much more grip than me. Did you see that? Right on the outside, going through the kink. He gets the traction. I'm going to have to back out. Oh, hit him a little bit. Okay. Don't worry, we can get him back. We can get him back if I can get some traction. Down below the McLaren there. Got another couple of GT cars roughly 5 seconds ahead. There they are. You can see a group of them there actually. Nice big group. So this is going to get really interesting very soon. Let's try and be a bit more confident through here. Yep, we've got the grip. That's all good. Okay, we're in with a chance of getting the lead back here. Especially if he makes a wrong move in traffic, which he does. You can see him tapping the brakes there. Let's go round the outside of this Merc. Then to the inside, let's try and block him with the traffic. There's a car entering the pits there. I think it's a GTE car. Let's go down the inside of these two. They look like they hit the brakes, which would be a damn shame if they did, because sort of holds up the AI there. But yeah, like I said, the AI are handling multi-class fairly well, but just never going to be as good as a human driving through the pack. Which is a shame, I don't think there's any sim that really does that well in terms of the AI and multi-class situations, but you got to make do with what you got if you wanted to do stuff like this. But yeah, pretty long night time as well. Of course, I've set the this is something you can do in AMS2, which is actually a really cool feature, is you can set the date of the race, and of course different parameters will change, like how long it's going to be nighttime and the temperature and stuff like that. So I've set it to the 30th of January. I didn't actually look up the date of the real race this year. Maybe should have done that for a little bit more of an authentic experience. But I thought the 30th was a pretty good date to set, because the Rolex 24 at Daytona is usually right at the end of January, so I thought that'd be pretty good. Looks like the rain is easing off a little bit. Might be back to dry conditions fairly soon, or at least no rain conditions. I mean, the track will still have to dry before we can even think about going back to slicks. As we get past the BMW, looks like he's the GT3 leader. He's got a healthy lead. BMW OP? Question mark? No, I don't know. Never driven the GT3 cars in this game. Oh, a bit hot into there. My tyres are actually somehow cold, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean it does, but should have some heat at least. But my tyres are actually pretty cold. They're going to get really hot really quick when the track starts to dry out, because wets don't really do too well on a drying track. They start to overheat a little bit. In real life, you'd be wearing down the tread blocks a lot, but highly doubt that's simulated well here. It's probably just general tyre wear. But anyway, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, it does look like the rain is beginning to ease a little bit. Should be able to turn that wiper off. No sign of daytime though, currently. Which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully it does actually become daytime in this race, because it's set to times 30. Which means every sort of second is 30 seconds. I guess. Maybe, actually. Maybe I haven't put it up high enough. It went dark really quickly, but it's January in the game right now, so maybe that's why. May have made a mistake, but oh well. We've gone from daytime to night. I mean, that's mission accomplished, if you ask me. Should have maybe put more thought into it, though. Anyway, I'm digressing a lot. Let's just focus on the magic that is going on right in front of us right now. Oh, hello. You can see a bit of a drying line now. So, still going to be sketchy, because the non-racing line is still wet, so if we put tyres into that wet part, we're going to lose a lot of grip all of a sudden. Scrambling for grip there. Can we get past this BMW? We're on the wet line, so we've got to be careful under the brakes. Bit of a lock-up. Managed to get it done. No drama. And you can see the rain has actually stopped, it looks like, so let's try and turn this wiper off, shall we? Might be a little bit of spray being kicked up by these cars that we're passing, but other than that, the rain has, for the most part, stopped. I don't know why I'm looking for this move. Oh, here comes the other DPI. Is he on the other side of this BMW? I wonder. He is. I think he might have been bottled up a little bit, but nice opportunistic move from the AI there. Has he got another DPI there? Oh, focus, don't hit the wall. Oh, here they come. They've got the slipstream on me. 3 abreast coming into turn 1. We're on the dry line though, we've got the advantage, but the AI Don't care about that. Trying to go around the outside. Managed to hold on to it though. Scrambling for grip as we dip the tyres in the water there. What an experience. The AI is putting up a really nice challenge as well, which is what I love to see. A lot of the times when I've run multi-class races in other sims, in a race like this where it's like 30 minutes or so, give it a few minutes and I've got a pretty healthy gap because of the way they handle traffic and stuff like that. But the AI here are doing an exceptional job, it must be said. Not perfect. They seem to not choose a line quick enough on the straights, so sometimes they dab the brakes. But other than that, I mean, they're doing an exceptional job, I think. Highly recommend you give this a go, honestly. It's such a cool experience. So we've got just about 5 minutes left of the race. It honestly doesn't look like the sun is going to come up, so I might have messed up in the time progression, but I don't care. Like, I'm not recording this again because I have had so much fun in this race, and if I was to record it again, fixing the time of day and stuff, I don't think you'll hear the same passion or feel it or the same enjoyment, because this is like the first time I've done something like this in AMS2, and it was well worth it. So we run a bit wide. It's a bit greasy out there still, a bit wet. What an experience. I just sort of wish I had a proper cockpit now. Like a proper sim racing cockpit, triple screens and everything. Because bear in mind, guys, I'm just doing this on a LG 1080p ultra wide monitor at a desk with a T300 RS clamped to it, and it's already an amazing experience. Like in a cockpit or maybe even VR, this would be incredible. Well, in fact, especially VR, let's just say. But this would be an like somehow an even more incredible experience than it already is. Like, I'm lost for words, honestly, that we could do something like this just so easily in a sim. Just literally tweak a couple of settings in a very user-friendly UI, must be said. So congrats, Rita, for that. But so easy to set up, and the AI are just good enough, you know? Good enough to have so much fun with. I mean, he's now 5 seconds behind. Maybe he's burning his tyres out. Maybe he doesn't quite have the grip anymore, and I do, or something like that. But for the majority of the race, he was right there. In fact, it's gone down to 2 seconds, so maybe that's a bug with the relative. I'm not sure. Just try and look round the outside of this Corvette if we can. We'll follow him through. Try and get the traction. We are on the wetter part of the track, but we should be good. There we go. But yeah, I'm so out of breath, guys. Like, I'm so out of breath. I'm not the fittest person in the world, must be said. But just all the talking and wrestling the car and whatnot, especially in the wet conditions, managing traffic and all that. What an experience, guys. Honestly, you need to try this out. Mate, it doesn't even have to be at Daytona. I'd imagine you can get a really good experience at other circuits as well. Within AMS2, but what an experience. Bit of a screen freeze there, bit unfortunate, but probably something to do with my computer or the way I've got things set up, so don't worry about that. I'm not sure what lap times we're currently running, but it might be white flag, meaning final lap. Oh, it's going to be tight. Yeah, it's going to be white flag, I reckon. We did a 40 there. And we cross the line with 1:39 to go, so it's, I think, white flag, we'll see. Depends how quickly I can do this lap, to be honest. Might be able to squeeze another one in, if we're quick, but I don't want to throw this away now. Just sliding out of the international horseshoe there, like nobody's business. Scrambling for grip, honestly. what an experience, man. I've said that like probably 100 times during this video, but I mean it. I mean it, guys. You need to do this. You really do. So we're catching the GT3s again. I wonder if we could just about get to the line in time to squeeze another lap in. I don't want this to end, in all honesty, but it has to for the video. I might have said in the intro that I was going to edit this video down so it wasn't boring, but this race has been far from boring the whole way through, so it looks like you're getting a whole 30 minutes of this. No, we're not going to make it to the line in time, so this was the final lap. Yep, there you go. Cross the line. And there it is. And you can actually see the sky just about getting a bit blue. So if I set it to times 40, that would have been fine. Whatever. I don't care. Like, I don't want to record this again. Just not because I didn't enjoy it, because I think it was pretty clear that I did. But just for the simple fact is, like, if I was to record it again, it might not capture the pure enjoyment I just had, honestly. But, yeah, guys, do this yourself, honestly. You're going to have such an amazing experience. Like I said earlier, the physics may not be full sim-like. I mean, that's my opinion. There is a few... I don't think that's how a DPI handles completely. I mean, it's pretty close, but yeah. But, it doesn't stop this being so much fun. I mean, the actual driving is really, really fun. That's one thing I can say about AMS2. It's so fun to drive. Just bringing it back to the pits here. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, a bit of a longer one, it must be said. But whatever. I think some of you guys will actually really like that. And I just don't think I can edit this race down because it's been action-packed from the word go. But if you did enjoy, please hit the like button, get subscribed. Any links you'll need will be in the description, which is mainly just the AMS2 Steam page, I guess. But, yeah. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, have an awesome day, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care, guys.